Serenity's way. I'm just going to kind of go over a couple things with Britco to help you guys better understand how to use everything and where we would put certain things. So there will be multiple categories released on the YouTube channel, and I'll send everyone links. So as most of you know, this is your dashboard. If you have any messages about anything expiring, you'll see that there. You also get an email for it. Any kind of appointments, or if you have any, if you do more than one client, you would see those would populate here. And this is just broad. If we know more information about the appointment, time, place, I usually put that in there as well. So the first thing I want to talk about is how to create incident reports. So if we click on documentation incidents, and as we can see, our mic trainer has no incidents as of right now. So I want to say that we went to that doctor appointment, and we're going to say it's today. So we're going to pick him. It was today, and then we're going to say it happened at 12:30, and that just populates the incident for us. So with just a physician report, so this is, you went to the doctor, you did not go to urgent care, you did not go to the ER. This is doctor appointments that were scheduled only. So this is going to give us, provider, us, I am fake staff today, so that's who it's going to be discovered by. If you guys didn't report it right away, then I would put whatever date, but typically it's going to be the date and time it was discovered. This part you can leave blank if you're doing, this is for physician report only. We would leave this piece blank. This piece would populate. I don't want to click on it because it'll show other clients. Obviously injuries wouldn't necessarily be on there. Medical treatment, so if he was seen by Dr. Bob and they gave him this, you can put it here. Notifications, this is nursing part, not you guys. Witnesses, this is if they happen. You know, we're just going to focus on physician report. I lied. Notes, if you wanted to add a little note on there, but the physician reports, as long as you fill them out and the doctor signs them, that is going to have everything we need. But you can also put in a note like, discuss needing a follow-up in 2 weeks, tapered dose of steroids started, any of these things you can put on there. Attachments is the most important part for your physician report. So you would take the picture on your phone or computer as you've been doing, and then you would attach them here. So if I had this physician report, which is literally just a blank copy, but I would click on that, hit upload, and then it's going to populate right there, ready for upload, and then you want to make sure you save. That way it is going to be attached and we can view it. And then this aspect is also for the office staff, not you guys. So the most important thing to fill out for physician reports only, discovery, if you want to add any notes, and then your attachments. Then you want to make sure you save it. Now after it saves, okay, I just said it's saved, click over here. Now it's going to populate it here. Currently, you guys don't get to change the types. It'll be just us in the office. So UI is what it immediately populates it at. Now once I go over it and review it, I would be able to switch it to say MUI, UI, or incident. And incident is what it would be filed under. So if you happen to fill this out and you come back in next week and see that it changed, that's why. Alright, so the next type obviously would be UI. So we'll go ahead and edit this. So UI is obviously an unusual incident. It's going to be something that needs a little more information. So you would make sure you would type this out. So if it's a fall, you know, client fell, no injuries noted. What did we do? We assessed for injury. Or if you noticed there was an injury and you called 911, or if they fell, you couldn't get them back up, and another staff member or family helped you, then you would put that here as well. It's just like our incident reports, we have paper version. So caused, what caused them to fall? Was it loose fitting shoes? Was it not wearing the proper footwear? Was it something on the ground that caused the tripping? If anyone was involved, you would put that here. You wouldn't put your own information here. PPIs, peers involved, person involved. So if they happen to be at workshop and come home and report that someone hit them, then person's involved. If you know their name, then you would plug it in. Or if there's two living in a household and Kayla hit Mike, well, then we would fill out an incident for Mike, and then peer involved would be Kayla. Location, again, you don't have to fill out this part because it's, it just auto-populates Columbiana. I would select my client, which I don't want to do, and show you guys our big old client list. Injuries, if any injury happened, I would put it here. I'm going to say he didn't get hurt. Medical treatment, if we deemed necessary that he had to go get stitches or anything of that sort, you would put what day we got treated, where that happened. Notifications, again, this is going to be my spot. I would go on here and put, you guys can, I guess, whenever you notified me, if you want to go ahead, put my name in, how did you let me know, date, and then time, and save it, you can. If not, whenever I do see these, or whenever I receive the call, then I would go in and put the notification in myself. Witnesses, this is if anyone else, like let's say it's change of shift for our 7A to 7P kids. If it was during shift change and Tim witnessed it, then we would put Tim's name here. Notes, this is anything else you would like me to know. Like let's say if you had a suggestion, put it in there. That's fine. I'll take a peek at it. Attachments, I'm going to get rid of that one for now. This would be any discharge paperwork that you would have from that appointment or from the ER if you went for a fall. UIs would be your medication errors. And I do believe... Nope, that's only on my end. Okay. Yeah, no. So this would be where your discharge paperwork and whatnot would go. And then after I get to, let's say this is a UI because he did fall, then I would go in and I'd be able to put UI dash and give it a category. Fall, if it was a medical medication error, if it was a medical problem, peer-on-peer accident, anything like that, I would be able to then adjust the UI title, and UI dash whatever would be what you would see on the next screen, or back on that screen. So admin review, and then again, this is me. This is my piece where I fill out what we could have done different, what actions I'm going to do to you guys. So typically if you guys have a fall, preventative measures, we're going to have an education session, whether it be teaching, watching videos, or maybe I'm going to have you come in person. If this is like a repeat thing, we need to do something further to help us out. So you always want to make sure you save your whatever work you did. So right here would update and say UI dash fall, UI dash, etc. MUIs will also populate. So again, anything you put in here as staff is just going to auto-populate as a UI, and then I will be able to go in and adjust whatever I need. And we're all new to this, so if at any point in time you're populating things in here and you're confused, you can talk to me, or if I see that you've done so much of it but I need another piece filled out, I will send you guys an email, text, call, what have you. So that covers basics for physician report, UI, MUI, any kind of incidents. Those will all go under here, under this incident tab, and then you would just hit create new and put it in there.